Hey, what's up, social media family? Hope everybody's having a really good day. I got something good I want to talk to you about. Last night we had a storm come through. I don't mind a good storm, long as it's not like too bad, and as long as it's not cold. I don't mind a good storm, and I love when it rains. I love a good, refreshing rain. So I think I got up about 3:50 this morning. Got up, prayed for a little bit. Then I ended up going back to bed. I didn't go back to sleep. I just laid back down for a little while and laid there for a little bit, and then I just got back up. I went into the prayer chair, left all the lights off in the house. I love just getting in my prayer chair, and I just started praying. And then all of a sudden you would see the light just kind of flash through the house. Lightning. A little bit later, a little more lightning would just flash through the house. You know, from outside it was pretty. And I was just kind of sitting there, and I thought, man, I am so thankful for this storm, because I got up a little bit earlier than usual, and I got to spend some extra time with the Lord. And then I started thinking about it. This is in the physical, but in the spiritual, it's the same way. In the midst of a storm, that's when we spend more time with God. Sometimes the cowboys would say you got to pull your hat down a little bit tighter in the storm. But in the midst of a storm, you actually draw closer to God because you lean into God. You lean into the Word. You lean into what the Lord is saying just a little bit more. Now, in the midst of a good season, you're enjoying the good season, still loving God. But a lot of times people feel like they don't need God as much during that time. But let me tell you, if you want to go from glory to glory to glory to glory to glory to glory, you got to press in hard even in the good times, because you're learning, you're constantly learning. It's like if you plant seed and you get a harvest. Okay, I like apples. So you don't eat all your seed. You plant the seed from the fruit for another harvest. Get the harvest, plant the seed again. That's how you go from glory to glory to glory. What you must learn in the midst of storms, spend the extra time with them. Maybe you might fast your lunch a few days a week and spend that hour with the Lord. You may get up 10, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes early. You may stay up a little bit later at night. Listen, friends, when a storm comes into your life, and Ecclesiastes says there's a time for everything. The Bible, all through the New Testament, it says that we will have trials, we will have tribulation and test in this natural life. It's okay, because in all reality, it is the time when you grow the most with the Lord. So when you're in a storm, you might as well grow, you might as well receive, you might as well go through something. You know, when you listen to the great ministers of our day, the generals in the faith, the people who are just exploding in ministry, while they're preaching, they usually always tell a few stories about what they've gone through, what they've been through, somebody close to them has went through. Okay? You know, I can't tell you how many times I've sat with peer ministers and I've heard them talk about what they went through, how many people betrayed them, physical infirmities, financial setbacks. But now I look at where they're at, you couldn't tell any of it. I've sat with so many generals of the faith, and I've heard them talk about the things that came against them, things that are coming against them. But you couldn't tell it when they're ministering. But because they've learned how to go through things. They've learned how in the midst of storms to draw close to God. I want to encourage you today. Keep pressing into the Lord. This morning I was thinking like, man, I might, because I got a long day planned. I have a long day planned. And I said, I might get a little tired, but that's okay, because I had a powerful time with the Lord in the midst of the storm this morning. And so I just want to encourage you. When life throws a storm at you, embrace it, glean from it, and use it to your advantage. There's been so many times in my life when I went through something Next time something like that rolled around, didn't even faze me, and I grew all the way through it. We've all gone through things that kind of knocked us back a little bit, but the more things that you go through, you'll become stronger and stronger and stronger. Guys, when they're young and they're always going to the gym and they're working out, they start with school workouts like in 6th grade, 7th grade, and what they got for their max in 1 grade, 2 grades later, they're repping 10 times because they're getting stronger. And so I just want to encourage you today, don't misuse the storms of life. Don't waste the storms of life, but embrace them and watch what God does through them. I've had more blessings come in the midst of storms. Listen, you're not going to grow a harvest unless you have some rain. Okay? So hope this blessed you, helped you, and gave you a fresh perspective. Now, people always message me, hey, how can I get more, connected to? Well, there's a lot of ways. We always offer prayer to everybody. We also have a mentoring program, and we're also health coaches. And if you want to partner with us in prayer or financially, you can just go to the website, jojodawson.net. All that information's on there. We love you guys, and I speak blessing over you.